Placed upside down in the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All the Vaal, including Iva and Hogun, have separated from the caravan temporarily. Why? Giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. Aleo, what do you know? Not much, but enough, the scout says. These flames symbolize Baldringer's love of fire and war, the first being a means to the second. When the Vaal were dominating the humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to hold the storyteller, listening through the rain for anything that might be following you. Hearing nothing, Aleo resumes, holding the gaze of his audience. Humans praised Baldringer for the gift of fire, but the god only desired more war. He points toward the distant shapes of the Vaal. When the giants and humans found peace, this godstone fell from grace. It looks to continue, keeping the land scorched. Perhaps its shadow can still kill. Grab some fighters and patrol the area? Why is it giving me that option? Maybe that's a good idea. You and a few others slink away from the mass of clansmen and soon come upon unsuspecting Cragsmen waiting to ambush your caravan. Yeah, there. I called it. Well, kinda. What's Cragsmen, though? There is no time to consider your options. Did they find them on Craigslist, or what? Also, oh, so we don't get our Vaal here. It's interesting. So who do I want in my team? That's kind of shitty, because I don't really have anyone to armor break effectively. I guess Egil needs an armor break item. I guess we'll have to take the fish hook as well, because the other one's on the Vaal, right? Or world hook, rather. Yeah, we need some break, though. Oddlife's alright. Lad Eyvind, of course. Maybe just Nid and Ursa? Let's try that. Lots of archers. We do have quite a bit of renown. I guess we can actually promote a lad to 10, huh? Yeah. So what I say, Archery Strike is at level 3. Punk Exploit is at level 3. You can't skill the other ones for break now, right? No. So you could either skill Dodge, Lucky Shot. Nah, I don't think so. Hunker Down or Tighten Straps, or I think it'll just be Willpower. And I'll use willpower more with the lad then, right? Also, this should give her, I think, 3 Overwatch. So we're confirmed now? Yeah, good, okay. So we do have 9 left. I don't think I want to upgrade any of these peoples, though. Right, so I want her pretty early so she can activate Overwatch. Them, and then her, and then him, I think. Could be a tough battle. I don't know, we'll see. Oh! It's an interesting setup. So this is the kind of archer that Ursa is as well, right? What with the flaming cores, as is this one. And there's bears, 10-13, 10-13. Yeah. What do I set up though? Do I like set up here, kill this one right off the bat, but then the bear will be able to reach me, I guess. Or like here. I'll do this. Maybe this. 11, 10, 10. They all have 10 armor or more. Which is a bit unfortunate, because then the lad can't knock her back. go? No. Right. So if I go here, he won't be able to reach me. And yeah, here to do some armor damage. Oh fuck, that's an axe thrower. Oh, good thing that was a deflect already. Okay, so we could kill her, which I don't think we wanna. Actually +2, so she'll... Yeah, as if she had 13 damage. She'll be firing as if she had 13 strength. So all the 10 armor guys should actually get knocked back. So yeah, at this point I don't even know where to set an arrow trap, so I think I'll just damage her a little bit. His armor's getting a bit low. Need to start mending soon. What was her skill? Oh, Bird of Prey, that's right. That'd be 10 damage. I don't know. Just get him down to 10 strength. That would be good. Right. Okay, so now we can throw some slag and burn here, for which we need 1. Make 1 explodes in a 5-tile area. Rate +0. Plus 2 strength. Ah, that's good. Get Overwatch. Oh, I kind of forgot Ivan back there. Good thing they forgot about him too. Holy crap. Can I even... I mean, yeah, I can... For these guys, get around to doing something. I'll go here and start mending, I guess. Is it 14 willpower, so that should fix this. Nice. That was an Overwatch shot. Whose turn is it next? This guy's? Yeah, he needs his armor checked. Alright. Nice. Same again. That's not too right. The tracks. Someone will go here, right? Oh, I hoped you would distance of me. Nice, what were the goals? Oh god. Right. So we could put a burning coals here. Oh, fuck, I messed it up. Oh no, I can actually still put it here. Yeah, good, okay. Right. Oh, I could actually... I could kill 2 here. With Ivan. I think I'd rather want to bring down the bell. Oh, if I hit here, will that jump to here actually? How does that work? Alright. It's another kill. nice armor for the bear. Nice. All that Overwatch. Working beautifully. Alright, I need to go back on to kill the bear. We start killing stuff now. Well, I said start. You know what I mean. So apparently the bears have an absorb mechanic, right? Where it gives them the possibility to absorb strength damage and to take armor damage first. Right. Well, more kills on it. What would I rather? I mean, I think on life needs a few kills, but she's still a long way down. Like once we're in village mode, but alright, we need some crazy ass mending here. So Odd can then kill this one, I guess. Okay, good. That was actually pretty successful. Look at that. No injuries at all. Having killed or run off the Cragsmen, you return to the remaining clansmen at the Godstone. Grabbing your belongings, your foot hits something in the mud. You reach down and find a small skull with a yellow ribbon through the eyes. You toss it in a bag without another thought. So that's an item. Fellow's Rebirth, also Baldbinger Godstone. The rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. There doesn't seem to be much out there, Ivar says. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. Should we make camp? You have 22. Morale's still good. The ground shakes again, enough to cause the yucks to strain their leaves in panic. Out here in the plains with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Haken says in a wry tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him.
Lundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
I think it might be a good idea to camp before we do this. Have a little look at our heroes. Rest for a day. We should be fine on injuries now, yes. Our Vala back, good. So he can equip his God skill once more. And she's at 26. I think for rank 10 you need like 30 kills, right? He needs a couple more too. So who do I level up next? I do have 22. I might want to keep some for buying supplies though, to be honest. Oh, I wanted to look... Also there's a dialogue with him. I wanted to look up the new item. It's level 7 item. Fellow's Rebirth. The small skull of a Cragsman, infant tied with a golden ribbon, supposedly wards away death. Protects from death unless strength is 1. Alright. -3 armor though. 35% dodge strength attacks. That's interesting. It's quite a high dodge chance. But also -3 armor. She currently has the just protects from death unless strength is 1, huh? Is this better even? I don't know at this point. Let's talk to Hogun. The blonde axeman, one of 2 twins from a small village near Skogar, is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. Hogun, everything okay? He glares at you. Where's your brother, Hogun? He left with the ravens, wondering if I should have done the same. Why is that? I followed your father a long way and now you. And for what? My brother's gone, my wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point? How is this my fault? No. Maybe you should appreciate what you're doing someday. Yeah. I don't know. My wife said she needs a man who will hold her more than his axe. I think she might leave me. Not really sure where she'd go, but that's none of my business. Just tell me this caravan will fall apart without me fighting in the shield wall and I'll stay armed. I want to keep him around, I guess. You need to keep everyone safe, not just your family, but all the families. Make things right with your wife and kids in Aberan. The X-Men looks somewhat relieved, if not a bit guilty. Few more fights then, you know. I had my doubts about following you back in Warsguard, but you're alright, Alette. Thank you. Oh, we have another training session, maybe? Okay. Not yet. Alright. You wanna train clansmen into fighters? Train clansmen into fighters? No, I don't think so. Doing okay still. Let's leave then. So we're in Lundar now. In a field just outside of Lundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assumed were myth. I don't believe it. Are those? 2 Horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I've got to get a closer look. Me too. The 2 of you advance 100 yards, showing every sign of respect and peace. A number of clansmen push closer too. The male Horseborn stomps a hoof repeatedly. The female, tail whipping, brandishes a javelin. Damn, the caravan is scaring them. Go tell the archers to put down their bows. Oddlife looks irritated at having to leave the Horseborn, but she does what you say. You slowly advance and point. My name's Alette. Your friend looks hurt. The 2 standing Horseborn exchange a look, the female snorting and shaking her mane. You. Help? His voice sounds strained, and his mouth moves uncomfortably around foreign words. Yes, help. You wave to Ivan to approach her slowly but confidently. The female looks agitated and speaks in a long stream of consonants. The male responds to her, then turns to you. Help Roesh and others. I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing Horseborn step aside, allowing Ivan to approach the wounded fighters. With Ivan and Juno tending to the wounded Roesh and other Horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Lundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They called us outsiders, a woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival. But the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon shrug it off and take renewed interest in the Horseborn, some in awe, others in disgust. Let's have a quick look at the map. Grundar, huh? Still a ways from Abrang. Nobody knows exactly who founded Lundar, though most speculate it was an early Horseborn settlement, seeing as how it's in the middle of nowhere and close to no other landmarks or valuable terrain. The people here tend fields but walk great distances just to gather water. Stalk the Horseborn. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Oh, Ubin's still around. Scathar's thanking you for helping his friend Roesh. Deirdre's the other one, but she's not in a talking with Val and humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Scathar's tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakon. Val means same herd. No, but we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they know, humans and Val were at each other's throats. What brings you so far north? Scathach looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map, pointing to Dalalond and Gundar. Food, our plains break. Hakon snorts. Might be justice, didn't they kill all the horses, Scrivener? His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive. You may as well accuse the humans around us of starting the Great Wars. What happened to Roesh? Roesh, brave fighter, protect food, hit many times. Hit who was attacking. Skathach says many things in his other language. Trigekhantai. His eyes go wide and he stomps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. Dredge, maybe? I don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Was it the people here in Grundar? The Val King eyes Skathach suspiciously. How do you know their language? Skathach just stares at you. You talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard little trade with mans in mud. I think he means our bog friends, the Cragsmen. Oh, that's the Cragsmen, right? The people that live in the bog here. You found the food you were seeking? Enough for time, I guess. 2 others to take to herd in south. His hooves scuff the ground during certain words. Just these 2? What about you and the couple? Skathach Roesh Deirdre stay. This herd help. We help this herd. That might not be wise. Thank you. Skathach nods in a moment that uses most of his upper body in movement. Man, Val, Horseborn, same herd. Funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakon shakes his head and walks away. Okay. So we do have a market. Let's check our exchange rate. One renown gets 3, I don't know. We do have 13 days worth of rations still. And our people are also foraging. +2 range distance. +2 break talent ranks. And as I've learned, the +2 talent ranks increases talents beyond level 3, right? Makes them a little more viable. Oh, what this? Wait, this couple with the Overwatch as well? It's 1 move, -1 drawing aggro, +2 armor per turn. Level 10, +2 move, 2 strength resist, +3 break. Well, that's pretty hot. That'd be an item for Mogre or Eagle once they're level 10. Your rules drop. A honey-colored stone, thought to have hardened after dripping from the god Bjorulf's Stein. +3 will talent ranks, +1 will unrest. Yeah. Do we have new training yet? No. So the only thing I can do now is rest and leave, right? Nothing else to do here. Do I want to rest? Morale's still good? I don't think so. So let's leave. Now that Roex had a chance to heal, 2 of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Scrivener? The world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Right. I guess. Remember that when it comes to dealing with Ruga as well. If he wants to depart by the gods, let him. Taking your hired muscle with you? Oh, okay, I'd feel better if Gunnar stayed with all of you. That blade of his is sure to attract the wrong kind of attention. Wrong attention might find you anyway, then who will protect you? I'm old, not an idiot. I've learned a few tricks to keep my head on my shoulders. The younger Val shrugs and walks off to find food. Then be safe, Ubin, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me. Just make sure you're alive to see this thing through to Aberrang. Farewell. Scrivener says a few more goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Alright. For a moment I thought he'd be taking Gunnulf with him as well. Which isn't catastrophic, since we have our better Gunnulf in Hakon now, but still. Oh, Ruga. The governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is beside him, silent. It's not getting any easier, is it? It probably won't get easier until we get to Aberrang. Quit fooling yourself, girl. The capital's going to be a different battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless. Yeah, that calling me girl is annoying. But calling him out on it, I don't know. Then I'll fight whoever gets in our way, I guess. Good. In order for that to happen, we need to do something about these soft peasants. What should we be doing with them? Training fighters, making the decision to leave weak members behind, arrive in Aberang as a hardened army. You sound like Bulwark. That Val knows how to survive and keep others around him alive. That's why I originally hired him. I'll consider what you said. The governor is about to react, but calms himself. Get us across this wasteland, and try not picking up any more strays, will you? He sneers in the direction of the Horseborn before leaving you. A few of the weavers have been smiling more than usual lately, and now you know why. Aleo leads children out from behind a cart in new costumes. Some have horns on headbands, while one red-headed girl wears a green cloak like yours. A boy wearing a red cloak is carrying an axe. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performance. The young actors stand behind a short wall and discuss an approaching dredge army. As a black cloth rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armor stands up and shouts, "Bellower." This is a reenactment of the Battle of Borsgard. We'll continue watching. Dark-haired girl holding a spear says, "We get no help from the governor. We're on our own." A few people in the crowd laugh while Ruga stares at the skald. The young Rook, Colette, and Val run towards the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as Juno, hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hugs the lad and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. We'll watch the ending. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turning towards you when Aleo and the Weaver suddenly snap the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the young version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in a semicircle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in, and an impromptu line forms with everyone walking by to lay a hand on your shoulder. Oh, how nice! Morale improved, plus 10 renown. A group of 24 humans, thin and dirty, step off the rough path to let the caravan pass. "Please," a young girl says, "anything to eat?" Her mother, eyes averted, pulls the girl by the arm to silence her. I mean, Ruga said not to pick up any more strays, but... do we care about his opinion? I know there is an achievement that says keep your alliance with Ruga or whatever, which means we'll probably have to appease him throughout the entire playthrough. Maybe I won't get at this playthrough, because I don't like him. And also I don't agree. We should pick up more people. So I guess you can join us if you like. Worried glances are exchanged among the group until a man says, "Better than us starving out here on our own." They all tend to agree and thank you, joining the rear of the caravan. 24 clansmen. Foraging. Back to good morale. Ahead the caravan comes to an immediate halt. That's the second fen shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day, the Yox tender curses. It'll take some time to see to the Yox, so you call for a camp. While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. What's she have to say? "I'm impressed so far, lad. You've managed to keep your composure through tough situations. Thank you. Not to pain you with further comparison, but you remind me of your father at the Godstone of Stravs. Determined. What actually happened there? Your father faced down his fears, walking through thousands of dredge to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Bellower. That's incredible and frightening. I don't know if I could bring myself to do something like that." The Valka gives you a maternal smile. Neither did he. Juno patiently awaits your reply. Tell me his death meant something. I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Skogur, including you, and all the others along the way, are being forged into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Aberang may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Because of the dredge. Partially, but mostly because of a coming darkness that is pushing the dredge. You keep talking about darkness, but no one has ever seen it. We've seen the signs of its coming, dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Mender Council is ignorant to this. Why me? Couldn't others have led the caravan? The straight answer is yes, others could do it, but the clansmen choose to follow you under that banner. If you didn't appear worthy, you would be replaced. It doesn't sound like I have much to say in the matter. Quite the contrary, your every decision is your say in the matter. You keep all of these people alive as best as you can, but if they were all from your own clan, that is rare and needed. As if they were all from your own clan. I don't understand how you got involved in any of this. At times, I think this is all my fault. At others, I'm not sure I could have stopped it. She sees your wide-eyed expression and attempts to clarify. How I became involved is confusing at best. But you and I share something in common. We're both learning what we have to do as we go. But only the future will tell if my role is a villain or hero. What? The foreshadowing something here? Juno patiently awaits your reply. I mean, let's talk about Juno for a little bit, shall we? I find it odd that she's Ivan's mentor, right? So she's supposedly far more wise and powerful than she is, than Ivan is. Which means she really has to be a force to be reckoned with, right? So why is she so hesitant to get too involved here? Why isn't she fighting at our side? Why don't we see more of her when the earth is like torn apart and we have to cross a rift in the countryside? Why is it Ivan? What's she doing all the time? She just seems to be observing, and really she should be fighting along, shouldn't she? And now she said something very strange. Along the lines of, oh, it has yet to be seen if I'm going to be a hero or villain. So maybe there's a twist coming? Concerning Juno, we'll see. Thank you, I should get back to helping the others. Before you go, there is one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm of Ormsdala and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It will take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding to her command. Very strange. So, why did we have to rest again? Also, 32 renown. I think we can level our heroes a bit. Where's Egil? There. And Hakon over us, alright. These are already doing pretty good stats-wise, right? What's that item? It's 2 old talent rings, okay. Let's upgrade Mogre. Yeah, to have him be at max strength is probably a good idea too. So he's at 8. Let's get hunker down to level 3 and then strength to 14. Beautiful. Then confirm. Right. I think something like this should be fine. Or here. Yeah. Why does she still have a plus sign there? She's level 10. Zero renown. And we're leaving. A woman holds a young girl in front of you and a crowd of others. Caught her stealing enough food to feed a starving Val, the woman says. Not the first time I've seen her at it either. The girl looks familiar. She's part of the thin group of humans you picked up on the trail. I just return the food or people will punish her, I guess. Girl looks ashamed as her mother loudly berates her. Others offer switches to the mother to teach the girl a solid lesson as the caravan moves on. Could have been a better choice, maybe. So there's Lundar coming up. You notice the archer knit because she's standing perfectly still, looking out into the distance. Let me guess, you see more grass. When she turns to you, she's not smiling. Dredge, she says quietly. How's that possible, you ask, knowing better than to doubt her sight? I thought we lost them at the chasm. You can make out a dust cloud on the horizon, which means you can make out the one produced by the caravan, and it's heading the same direction as you, toward Lundar. The Valka walks to your side and says, I was afraid of this, the cracks in the ground along the Eastway Road. It's like the damn crevice at Sigrom all over, Hogun says. The dredge were just pouring out of it. Does that mean they could, Juno finishes your question, appear almost anywhere? Yes, but let's not panic the caravan, just keep moving. Oh, there's gonna be a fight coming up.
Lundar, the Archer's Haven, home to the finest fletchers in the world, though it appears beset with war.
Oh, our morale's down to normal. Horseborn, why are they attacking? Looks like dredge are hitting the town too. So sweat, this is bad, Hogun says. Lundar's fighting on two fronts and barely holding it together. Hogun's been worrying long before you were ever born. His worried look is unsettling. I always heard the Horseborn had trouble with walls, since they usually fight in open fields, he says. Ubin's the only one old enough to actually know, but it doesn't really matter because those walls will barely slow the dredge. And with those dredge flatten this town, we're defenseless out on the plains, Ivor says. But what are the Horseborn after? All eyes turn to Roesh, Deirdre, and Scathach. The three Horseborn in your caravan are pointing and talking excitedly in their own language. Deirdre nods toward Roesh. He's tossing her head and baring her teeth. You're surprised by the look of the savage fury on their faces, and the couple takes off without warning, charging the attacking Horseborn. While Scathach remains behind, he clearly wants to join them, but he awaits your decision. They could die on their own, Oddleif shouts, not hesitating to follow Roesh and Adrio. Iva sighs. She's lost her mind over these new members of the clan. Might lose her life for it too. He looks to you. We could fight Dredge or Horseborn, or split up and fight both if you're feeling suicidal. If we're splitting up, my Vala hitting the Dredge, Hakon says. We're good at that. Ingvar can do what he wants. He always has. You consider your options.